Hello viewers and welcome to another session of Autodesk Civil 3D 2022. In the last session, we have learned about the creation of linear work surfaces and creation of linear work surface contours. In today's session, we will learn about the comparison of surfaces and the linear work. Let's close the by default drawing number 1 and access the file saved in the last lecture, which was lecture number 89. In tool space surfaces, we have to create a new surface. Let's make it a volumetric surface. In layer, we can add a suffix modifier as underscore static. Here we can assign a specific name to it. Let's call it as pavement volume surface. The base surface can be the existing ground and the comparison surface can be chosen as the pavement. Now we can select it, go to object viewer and see. Here we have the pavement. Let's add this pavement volume surface. You can see we have a cut and fill factor, this is style, then 2D area, the cutting cubic yards, the filling cubic yards, and the net cubic yards. There is a net graph available as well. Red is for the cutting and the green is for the filling. You can see the total cut, total fit, and the net value in cubic yards available. We can place the summary right here as well. You can scale the summary if it is not fitting into the workspace. Let's create another one. Again, we'll create a volumetric, add a suffix modifier as underscore static, and this time we will give another name. Last time it was a pavement volume surface. This time we will create a flush volume surface. So the base surface would be again existing ground and the comparison surface would be flush this time. Let's press OK and access the volume dashboard. This is the flush volume surface. Let's select it. We can view it as well. This one is for the flush. You can clearly see the volume. Now in volume dashboard, this time we have a large cut area and a very less fill area. The stats are also available, the 2D area, the cutting cubic yards, the filling cubic yards, and the net. We can change the contour styles as well. We can add that curve fill summary as well. Now in reports, we can go to surface. Here you can see the surface points to CSV or the surface report. Then in surface report, we can check all or uncheck all, or we can select only the required ones like the flush volume surface and the pavement volume surface. After that, all we need to do is press OK. It will ask for the directory. Let's save it in the format of PDF on the desktop. We can assign a specific name to the report like lecture 90 for this time. We can save it in HTML, the Word format, and the PDF formats. It will take some time to compute the triangle statistics. After that, it will generate a report and it can be seen right there. If we take it in Word format, it is very easy to do some editing like writing the company name and all that other things. However, we cannot do as much changes in the PDF format like we can do in the Word format. Now let's get back to the tool space, prospector, surfaces and create surface. Let's go for this triangular surface, add a suffix modifier as underscore static and press OK. This time we can give another name like the final surface. Once we press OK, we can find this final surface here. We can access the definition, and in edits we can right click and paste surface. Now we want existing ground as a base surface and we want to paste this flush on it. Now you can see both of these surfaces are now pasted on each other. So if we select the final surface like this and then go to the object viewer, we can see it. Here you can see it has been pasted on it. It is a very nice visualization for a better understanding. Now we will move towards a very advanced step, and for that it is recommended to have a high-end PC or a laptop. Now we can select the final surface and select the corridor together. When both of them are selected, we can go to Object Viewer and then see all together. We are in the realistic mode, so it may take some time to render it properly. This time may depend upon the file size and your system specifications. Now we can right click, select the corridor and go to the drive option. Now we have to select the corridor feature line. So let's select this line, ETW, and press OK. Now we will have something like this. So we can drive on this path now and have a clear visualization. From here, you can turn on or off settings depending upon your specifications for a better view. In existing ground, let's make it to no display so that you get rid of unnecessary parts or unnecessary visualization. For the final surface, let's make it no display. Now we have a clear path right in front of us on which we can drive. Here we can go from 3D wireframe, conceptual, hidden, realistic, shaded, or whatever we want. You can go to graphics performance from here and turn on the hardware acceleration. Currently I have a graphics card installed. It is better to have some rendering GPU installed so that your system do not stuck up. From here we can select back to realistic and then play the file. We can play and pause from here. You can see the stations currently 1, 2, then we will move some points ahead, 6, 8. In this way we will have incremental drive. At the right bottom corner, you can see the current station value. From here, you can see the speed. We can loop in, give the increments, and once we are done, we can simply press this tick mark close button, and we would be back to the main interface. Now we can save the file as lecture number 90 because we were doing all the changes in lecture number 89. Once the file is saved, we can simply close the software. This was all about this section, the section number 15, which was about the corridors and the linear work. In the next section, we will start with the cross sections. Although we have done the cross sections part earlier, but this time we will do some advancement and move from beginner to intermediate level. So, we will see that in the next session. Till then, take care.